The mechanism I discussed in the fiat standard, because of the way that financing works, is, look, mistakes happen everywhere, but fiat money and fiat financing of science makes it so that mistakes can never get corrected. Because once you identify this kind of mechanism, all right, it's the chemical imbalance of the brain, or it's the platelets that cause the Alzheimer's, or it's saturated fat that is causing the heart disease. Once you've set the mechanism so that getting government funding depends on formulating your hypothesis to be congruent with that starting point, once that becomes the everybody knows in the field, once that becomes the thing that everybody mentions in the first page of that scientific paper as a sort of starting foundation, then that's it. Then that's never questioned, never tested, never researched, and just
it is the lens through which it's all viewed.
Exactly. And then there's the only way that you can get called a scientist is if you use that lens. If you don't use that lens, you're a crank.
Yep. You're a heretic. That's right.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
I've been accused of that myself for challenging conventional views on obesity and disease. It just sort of it becomes too threatening, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think to go bring everything back to Bitcoin, and this podcast is one big giant advertisement for why Bitcoin fixes everything. Is, I think, again, all of it is because of the fact that without a free market, bad ideas don't die. They just continue to get money printing. You need to wait for the money printer to die for that to get fixed. But Bitcoin is our way out. Bitcoin is a way for people to fund research that they want. It's a way for scientists to become financially independent so that they don't always need all these new extra research grants because their money is constantly inflating. I think, the future, Michael Saylor talks about this. People will endow foundations with Bitcoin, and then that will be a much more effective way to continue to do their research independent of the fiat monster.
Well, that has to happen. Yeah, but now at some point, for science to continue to thrive in what has been such a bedrock of the United States having so many advantages, it was this system that encouraged and rewarded academic free thinking and these efforts to experiment and find the best ideas. Let the best ideas rise to the top. The more we prop up the worst ideas, because we have money that's allowing it to be propped up, we don't allow them to get filtered. It's the death of science, which is a very sobering. Not that sounds almost self-aggrandizing, where it's scientists, it's these philosopher kings, and it should be these deep thinkers who are the leaders. No, but the more we refuse to allow truth and reality, and even in the reality of letting the market show what ideas have value, then the more we're artificially propping up bad ideas that lead just to our detriment and destruction.
Absolutely.